Neighbourhood sketches. I've seen quite a large crowd today. Very good, very good. Welcome to those behind. Enjoy your food while listening to the program. We are pleased to welcome all of you to Neighbourhood Sketches organized by the National Heritage Board, the Malay Heritage Centre, and supported by Malay Heritage Foundation. Now, I promise you that we will bring you enjoyable moments as we go forth on the discovery to learn about Malay culture. Now, Malay culture is quite diverse in its elements. For tonight, we will teach you, or rather we will all learn together about Malay culture through dance. Okay, we will teach you about two basic genres, which are Zapin and Joget. Okay, there's actually 5, but we're teaching you about Zapin and Joget, 2 of them. Okay, we shall also provide brief but informative commentaries on the origin, styles, and unique antiquities of these genres. Okay, apart from dance, we shall also learn about body gestures and hand gestures, how these gestures have been used and adopted for Malay dance. Okay. I believe it's not only dance and gestures. I mean, as you can see behind me, there are quite a few props, okay, which are actually artifacts in our Malay tradition. So we will teach you about them, namely the tepak sirih and the tikar mengkuang, which is the screw pine mat. Okay? Now, to further enliven the moment, and as a grand finale, since there's so many of you tonight, and my dancers feel quite alone, okay, there's only, 6 or 7 of them, and there's so many of you. We are going to have what they call Joget Lambat at the end, where everybody can get to participate. So during the finale, please do feel free to join us when we do the Joget Lambat. Okay, my dancers will all come up to drag you. Alright, so feel free. Now, please join me in welcoming the dancers of Attri Dance Foundation. Let's have a round of applause for Attri Dance Foundation. Okay, let's not waste time, okay? We shall begin our journey by watching these dancers as they demonstrate the art of performing the Zapin and Joget. Okay, Malay dance depicts the culture and customs of the Malays, portraying our way of life through music and movements. Now, the generic categorization of Malay dance genres can be divided into original and adopted. Okay, those which are deemed to be original are indigenous to the Malay region, encompassing Sumatra, Malay Peninsula, Singapore, Riau Archipelago, and Borneo, and its origins can be traced back to early Malay civilizations. Adopted Malay dancers are influenced by foreign cultures due to political and historical events. Okay, the 5 basic genres of Malay dance, as I informed earlier, they are Asli, Inang, Joget, Masri, and Zapin. However, for our program tonight, we shall illustrate on 2 of these 5 dance genres, the Zapin and Joget. Zapin was inculcated as part of the Malay culture and corresponded with the spread of Islam in the early 15th century. Zapin dance and music were introduced by the Arab traders and missionaries from southern Yemen, particularly from the Hadramaut region. From its original form of Arabic Zapin, the dance was assimilated into the Malay culture and gave birth to a localized version known as Zapin Melayu. Originally, Zapin performances were popular among the royalty. It is believed that every palace had its own Zapin troupe which performed at various palace functions, and every rehearsal was done under the watchful eye of the Sultan. Okay. The Joget dance, also called the Ronggeng, was introduced to the Malays in Malacca during the early 16th century. Its origins may be traced back to 2 popular Portuguese folk dances, the Branjo and Farapera. Joget has been known as a fast-paced popular dance and is performed at cultural festivities, wedding celebrations, and many other social functions. Its catchy beat and cheerful combination of fast hand and leg movements appeal to both young and old alike. Okay, for those who are familiar with Malay dance or Malay tradition, you'll be familiar with this dance concept. Okay, one of the unique forms of Joget is called Serampang 12, which was choreographed by a famous Indonesian choreographer, Pak Sauti, in 1934. It has 12 stages of dance steps, depicting the love story of a couple from courtship to the wedding. Now you're going to get to see the Serampang 12 later. As you can see, it's Serampang 12, so there's actually 12 stages. So you can imagine how tired my dancers will be. So in between the dance, please do encourage them to keep on dancing. It's all fun. Okay? Now let's sit back and watch the dancers from Attri Dance Foundation as they present a medley of Zapin Ashik and Joget Serampang 12 for your entertainment. Please welcome them. Okay, you may have noticed that some movements used in Malay dance are akin to actual bodily and hand gestures. Okay, this is the part where I like. As Malay dance is a celebration of Malay culture through a display of everyday social gestures, it is not surprising, therefore, for us to identify certain movements in Malay dance as a gesture of communication. We have seen the grace and wonder of Malay dance. Now we shall examine, and not only that, we shall also try out a few of these common hand gestures together with my dancers. So can I have like everybody's participation? Let's just stand up. Okay, you have all eaten your dinner, right? So let's all have some light exercise, okay? Let's just participate. Okay, for the Malays, just a refresher course, eh? Okay, for those, please do, for the foreigners, for the tourists, for those who are in Singapore, please do join us in learning about the culture. Come, let's do it.
Join the culture.
Okay, there are 4 commonly used gestures, okay? I shall tell them what they are, okay? I shall tell everyone what they are, and my dancers will demonstrate. Okay, the first would be, how are you? I am fine, thank you, okay? So let's just watch, okay? How are you? I am fine, thank you. Okay, you don't tell your doctor this, okay? You don't show this to your doctor. This is not sign language, okay? You tell him, I am fine, thank you. Okay, the second, please be seated, okay? Please be seated. Do this at the MRT, you get into storm. Confirm. Okay, the third step, excuse me, I am walking by. Okay, Okay, one more time. Excuse me, I am walking by. So sweet, kan? Again, don't do this at MRT. They'll think you're crazy. Go on storm. Okay, the last. Okay, you are welcome. You are welcome. Okay, it is quite respectful. Okay, for both the doer and the receiver. Okay, we have learned about Malay culture through dance, through movements. Now we shall learn about certain common Malay artifacts, namely the tika mengkuang. The tika is the one here, not the one carrying it. That's not the tika. And the tepak sirih. Okay. The art of screw pine weaving, which is the art of making the tika, has flourished for generations at various levels of sophistication and in varying degrees of intricacy throughout the Malay Peninsula. One of its most obvious manifestations among the Malays is in the form of mat weaving. Okay, this is one of the basic patterns. There are actually a few other patterns more elaborate and fanciful. Okay, in traditional Malay society, a woman was not considered well prepared for life unless she developed a skill in the art of mat weaving. Hence, this skill formed an integral part of character and personality development. Okay. From time immemorial, tepak sirih, or the betel leaf container, has traditionally found a place in almost every ceremonial institution of the Malays as well as in social gatherings. Today, it is also used as a decorative item and is one of the most authentic Malay handicrafts. Okay, for those who can't see, because we are demonstrating the ingredients, okay, you can actually stand up to view. In general, tepak sirih contains the betel nut, the lime, extract from the kapur leaves, gambe leaves, sorry, and the betel leaves itself. All of the items are kept in different smaller containers known as cembol. Okay, as you can see, it's quite small. Okay. Now, the betel leaves are arranged in a group of 5 to 7 pieces folded together. All ingredients are placed accordingly and are not done haphazardly. Okay, there are precise sections of the tepak sirih that holds the ingredients. A complete set of tepak sirih reflects Malay life as a whole and the value placed by the Malay community upon traditional customs and codes of behavior. To some, the folded leaves symbolize unity. In Malay tradition, the act of offering and receiving of tepak sirih, complete with its ingredients, has a substantial significance for both the giver as well as the receiver. Okay, at this point, my dancers are actually giving you These are actually simulations of the series, so you don't eat. You cannot eat this one. Okay, it's not for eating. It's just for viewing. This is what we call the bunga rampai. Okay, so please do not eat. Okay, the cereal leaf, okay, has its own symbolic value. Okay, it can be used as a symbol of respect for others. Okay, the lime, in its whiteness, reflects the purity of the heart. A whiteness that conveys nobility and purity. Okay. Now, it's amazing that something as simple as tepak sirih can convey so much significance and so much symbolism. Okay. From the earlier times, the offering of a sirih quid or the placing of the complete tepak sirih set conveys an implicit meaning from the giver to the receiver. While the giver presents humbly to the receiver, it is clear that such respect should not be interpreted as demeaning to the giver himself. Similarly, when the host offers a quid of battle to his guests, it symbolizes reciprocity or friendship between them. For special occasions, highly ornate sirih containers made of brass and covered with terkat embroidery are used. Within this tepak sirih set, the ingredients are arranged in a precise order. This tepak sirih, when used, must be offered in a specific manner, especially when the recipient is someone of the opposite sex. A mistake is likely to lead to misinterpretations. Tepak sirih continues to be used in ceremonial congregations, such as weddings. Elaborate formations of betel leaves in trays carried on the heads of young maidens or older ladies mark ceremonial welcome for dignitaries. And perhaps one of the most important uses of sirih is in the betel leaf tree and presented by the bride to her groom. For now, let's sit back and enjoy another wonderful Zapin dance by Attri Dance Foundation. Attri. We have almost reached the end of our program. Before we bid you adieu, we are pleased to present 2 more Joget items. As mentioned earlier, one of our Joget items will be the Joget Lambak. During this performance, our dancers will invite you, the audience, to partake in the dance. Do feel free to proceed to the dance area of your own free will, and let's make this gathering a joyous one. Thank you once again. Thank you once again for being with us throughout the entire program. We hope that you have enjoyed viewing the show as much as we have putting it together just for you. On behalf of Attri Dance Foundation, I'd like to thank the Malay Heritage Centre, the National Heritage Board, and the Malay Heritage Foundation for inviting us to grace this special occasion. I would also like to thank everyone for being here with us tonight. Good night and thank you. Feel free to take photographs, but don't post on Facebook and do not tag.